Aragi tomb? Yuito! Good, I finally got through. I was worried after we lost our connection.
I'm glad you're all okay. It seems like we managed to make it out. Karin might be close.
Is that Karin? Or should we call him Yakumo?
He really was here. I guess he woke up from his cold sleep.
Wait, some kind of device is active here.
What? Yakumo? What's going on?
There are two Karins?
Why are you here? What is going on? Yeah, that's what I would like to know. I tried to travel back 2,000 years ago, but was rejected. What? Explain to me why the time travel failed. I helped you back at Arahabaki's secure site. However... you...
What are you talking about?
Hand over all of the information.
What? Did he just get absorbed? Looks like I was right to worry. That's what happens when you meet yourself.
I haven't the slightest clue of what's going on, but does this mean Karin failed to travel to the past?
What is this memory? So I do need his power after all. Now, what are you doing in this place?
We need your help to close the Kunad Gate. Please, help us.
We heard what you were saying. When you traveled 2,000 years in the past, you created an entanglement. The Kunad Gate won't close as long as the entanglement still exists. So we need you to come with us so we can unravel...
No!
How tedious.
I figured you'd resort to force.
I guess even you couldn't maintain the red strings with your power. That's why you needed to copy it again.
Don't bother resisting. I will obtain the red strings.
Where did you even learn about the red strings?
From Arahabaki. Or, more accurately, my own memory inside it. As you saw, we are one now.
So Yakumo was connected to it while in cold sleep? How could they incorporate a living human into Arahabaki?
Why are you so surprised? Do you know how many brains are living connections to Arahabaki?
So it was a biocomputer comprised of brains like Babe.
When our brains were being hacked at Arahabaki's secure site, and there was that weird brain field. It was all done by Yakumo. By you.
It seems that way. The version of me that was in cold sleep used Arahabaki to generate that brain field in order to conceal this location.
So you were connected to it from here, gathering all kinds of information over the last 2,000 years without anyone even knowing.
I understand why you want to time travel, but that'll just create another entanglement.
So what? I'll do whatever I have to do in order to time travel again.
Karin?
So you have no intention of helping us.
Just listen, please. I know you have your reasons, and I know there's a whole lot going on between New Himuka and the moon. But we can't fix anything if the world ends. We need to make things right. We need to create a new future that won't bring about our destruction.
This timeline isn't worth saving. I will change the past, and I will make it work this time.
I understand that you want to save Alice, but that...
I don't need you to understand. You will help me, even if I must break you to obtain your aid! I won't let you get in the way.
We're here because we've survived many battles. Remembering our experiences should help us.
Lend me your eyes.
Let's go! Meaningless!
Here we go! At this rate...
Here!
It's still fight.
Go!
Ooh, it's time for my power, Yuito. Are you hurt? Shouldn't be. You're free to use it. That was pretty cool. Thanks. I need to support the injured.
Leave it to me!
Can you dodge this?
This is bad.
Let's regroup. I won't let you die!
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Good.
Fool. It's pointless to struggle.
Good timing.
Here we go!
Stay down!
Is everyone okay?
Can you dodge this?
You're free to use it.
How about this?
I'm using this, Kagura.
Come on! Careless.
Someone's in trouble.
hiding.
Pay attention.
Did I make it?
You're so fast. Thanks, Arashi.
Give me your power, Shiden! At this rate...
I can still fight.
Let's regroup!
You're a lifesaver.
I'll make you submit.
Is everyone okay?
Thanks. I feel better now.
We got this!
Can you get it? Shit, better than to stand in my way.
I can still fight.
Can you dodge this?
I'm borrowing this, Gamma. Let's do this, Hanabi! Let's regroup!
Let's go.
Thanks,
Obey.
Gumi!
Fool.
Is everyone okay?
You're a lifesaver.
Good. How about this?
I'll be your shield.
I can't move.
Can you dodge this?
Time to use this.
Clever. Go! Huh? Foolish.
The enemy has you in its sight.
No need to ask.
I can still fight. Can you dodge this? Wait you out.
I'm using this, Kagero.
Clever. You can't fool me.
Hey, the enemy found you.
Lend me your eyes.
I'll use this.
Hey, snap out! Sorry, Shiren.
That was close.
Can you handle it? I'll make you submit.
You can do it.
Just the beginning.
That's good.
Thanks. I feel better now.
Leave it to me.
Go!
Borrowing this, Gamma.
I can't move.
It got me.
I'll use this. Fool.
Thanks, Sugumi.
How about this?
I'll be your shield.
Just the beginning. How's that?
Yuito, a member is in danger.
Let's regroup.
I'll use this. Let's go.
Lend me your eyes.
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
Thanks. I feel better now.
I'm using this, Arashi.
Just the beginning.
Let's go.
Not bad.
Is everyone okay?
Thanks. I feel better now.
I'll use this. How's that?
My body.
Are you alright?
Thanks, Sugumi.
Just the beginning.
We can't give up.
Go!
This is bad.
Are you hurt? Shouldn't be. That was pretty cool. Thanks.
I can still fight.
How's that?
Let's do this.
Let's go. I'll make you submit.
Keep it clean.
I need to support the injured.
Get to work.
You need help?
Here we go. A member down. Go support.
Come on. You stopped hiding.
I'm borrowing this, Gamma.
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
Just the beginning.
You guys good?
just the beginning.
Good timing. A member is in danger. Leave it to me. Thanks. It's good to have you on the team.
Don't let me down.
You're smarter than you look. It's pointless to struggle. It's not over yet. Get ready. How's that? There will be nothing left. I'll show you all my powers.
I'm not done yet.
Let's regroup. You stop me.
I can still fight.
No need to ask.
Stay down.
Are you okay?
You saved me. Sorry.
This is bad. Is everyone okay?
You're a lifesaver.
Now, Luca! You're free to use it. Let's do this, Hanabi. Hey!
Go.
I'll be your shield.
I'm numb, and I can't move.
Meaningless.
You got me.
Leave it to me.
I'll use this.
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
That was close.
Run it.
Time to use this.
Cheap trick.
Leave it to me. I'm using this, Arashi.
Please, Karen.
Let's finish this.
We have to unravel the entanglement.
I won't accept it.
That was impressive.
No matter how much you use your power alone, all it takes for us to use the SAS.
We won't let you get away with this so easily. Please, just talk to us, Karen.
Shut up! You're all so endlessly annoying! What?
Karen?
Karen? What's going on?
I see. 2,000 years. No. Thousands of memories and hopes. Nothing more than stepping stones to me. You, this world, and still.
Impossible.
Is that you? Get ready!
You've made progress, but you still have room to grow. What the heck are these things?
It looked like it appeared from within Karin. Maybe it's his memories or feelings materializing in the real world.
His brain made something as ominous as that?
Here we go!
This much power. There's no way Karin will come out of all of this unscathed.
I trust you with it.
He's likely prepared for that outcome. Or rather, my brother thinks of even himself as just a pawn to reach his goal.
Yuito, you can do this!
Of course. This is the moment of truth.
See if you can use it.
That's right. No matter how many enemies there are, we'll crush them all.
Yeah. And we'll all help to do it.
Here we go!
We can hit Karin now. Let's go.
Let's do this, Hanabi!
This'll work. Something's wrong with Karin. We should back off for now. If you could break that crystal, I bet you could use it with your psychokinesis.
I'm borrowing this, Gamma! Here we go! Let's regroup! We're going to do this! Everything!
No need to ask.
This is bad.
Good. I made it. Good. Thanks, Luca.
Keep it clean.
Pointless to struggle.
Damn, it noticed us.
Leave it to me!
before was a fake. If you use my eyes, you can find the real thing. You got this. Use my fire!
Let's go! Hit it! Crush you! Dodge this! Here we go!
My body is numb.
You guys good?
Thanks. I feel better now.
This'll work. Concentrate.
I'll be your shield!
See if you can use it.
Together, Kasane! With everything! You'll taste my strength!
It won't break with normal attacks. Can you do anything with psychokinesis?
Good timing.
I trust you with it.
That was close. I can do this! How about this? I'm borrowing this, Gamma! There!
We got this!
We're going to do this! With everything! Keep it up! Let's regroup! I'll be your shield! Hit it!
Won't get in my way.
You need help?
Together, Kasane! Crush you! Come on! You guys good? Thanks, Shigumi!
I have to put it out.
Let's go! Lend me your eyes!
You're free to use it.
Let's do this.
With everything! I'll let you suffer later! I'm taking this, Shiden! We're going to do this! Don't let me down! Give me your power, Shiden! I can still fight!
I trust you with it.
Did I make it?
You're so fast. Thanks, Arashi.
With everything! Keep it up! Hit it!
Good timing.
Is everyone okay?
Use my fire!
Thanks, Shigumi!
We got this!
Next! How about this? Crush you! Together, Kasane!
That should help.
Regroup now!
You got this!
excited to have you on the team.
Good.
Concentrate.
Let's do this, Hanabi!
You're free to use it.
There!
Let's do this.
It's close.
Now, Yuito!
I have to do it! Let's do it!
Okay.
We have to win here!
That was good. Not quite as good as me, though.
Karin, please do not stand up. You can't take any more.
Karin!
I won't let things end here!
What is this?
Everyone, be careful! Something's...
What?
Where is everyone? Kasane! Answer me! Damn it. SAS and Brain Talk are both offline.
I'm going to save you, Alice. I promise!
What's happening? At this rate... No, calm down. Everyone is probably in the same situation as me, fighting somewhere. I can't let myself get scared now.
Damn!
And now...
Even if I'm here alone, everyone's thoughts are connected to me. I'm not alone. I won't lose to a soul enemy like you!
I'll protect you, Yuito!
Guess you can't handle things without me.
Hanabi, Shiden! I'm so glad you're okay.
Yuito! I knew you'd be alright.
Hey, don't idle around. Now that I'm here, the tides have turned.
Let's go!
The hero has arrived.
Open your eyes, Yuito!
Thanks, you two. You saved me. You're the kind of guy who gets down in here. Now let's do this thing.
I'm sure everyone will be fine. We won't lose. I got this.
I will stop my brother!
I'll be your shield!
Karin!
Am I late to the party? Yuito, strike back!
Everyone's okay? I thought that'd be the case, but I sure am relieved.
I'm glad to see you're okay too, Yuito.
Damn, Karn is really causing some trouble with this.
Now that we're here, he won't be doing whatever he pleases. Right, Yuito?
As long as we work together, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm counting on all of you. With everyone by my side, I can be so much stronger.
How about this? Can you handle it? The world without her is worthless.
Now, Luca!
Need to regroup.
I'll be your shield!
How many times?
See if you can use it.
How about this?
You got the hang of this.
Good timing.
Why? I will never accept this world. How could I? I refuse to accept it!
I made it in time.
Kasane! I owe you, Kasane. You saved my life yet again.
No problem. I mean, it does seem like I'm drawn to you whenever you're in a pinch. Always have been, right?
So it seems.
Yuito!
Let's do it.
I'm never going to stop. Next time I will not fail!
It's not just our power. It's all of our powers, working as a team. As one!
Our bonds give us strength!
Courage!
Not like this. If I lose here, it will all have been for nothing. I have but one wish in this world. and it is denied to me.
Give up. You fought and lost. We're done here.
You don't have to keep doing this, Karin.
Yes, I do. I can still...
Karin!
Out of my way, Fubuki!
Please! It's time to stop this. I never knew how much pain you bottled up inside.
Damn you.
Listen to me! Please, Karin. You've suffered long enough. I beg of you, put this burden down. Alice would never want you to torture yourself like this.
Shut up!
Karin, the world is cruel, but you have to find a way to live within it. This world without Alice. You just have to accept it. You must. We both do. Live on. Live for her.
Please, we need your help.
I'll ask you once again. Come to the Chronos terminal with us and unravel the entanglement.
I know the pain of never being able to see a loved one again, so I won't ask you to accept it willingly. But I can't let you have your way. I don't want to destroy the future of this world.
You went back to the past repeatedly, since no matter how hard you tried, you didn't get the result you wanted. Think of the people who care about you. End this for their sake.
Join us. Help us protect our future. Help us build a better tomorrow.
So this is what they mean by... the end. Then... that leaves me with only one choice.
So you'll do it?
I'll grant you your wish. However, are you sure you only want to close the Kunad Gate? You should have already realized its potential, Fubuki.
You mean Kaito Sumeragi's plan to have the Kunad Gate consume the Extinction Belt?
Oh, I see. We close the Kunad Gate, and at the same time take care of our other problem.
But the plan my brother spoke of isn't feasible. I can't move the Extinction Belt with just my power.
You mean our gravikinesis? He's right. Even with our combined efforts, we're not strong enough to do that.
Use Arahabaki.
If it's a biocomputer, then it might be possible to raise the cap of your powers by connecting your brains through the SAS.
It is possible. Arahabaki has spent centuries running simulations. There shouldn't be a problem.
You wanted to eradicate the Extinction Belt that turned Alice into an other as well.
Will Yuito and Kasani's brains be able to withstand the extra output from Arahabaki? It's too dangerous.
If there's even the slightest chance we can do it, we have to try.
If it's theoretically possible, it's worth testing.
Then let's get ready. We'll need to pull some strings in order to use Arahabaki. I'll look after Karin.
We should head to the Kunad Gate.
Does that make Karin my ancestor?
Yuito?
I'll be right there.
You're copying our powers, but only because we're letting you. Don't make me regret this, Karin.
Don't worry. I'll close the Kunad Gate.
Arahabaki is ready. Karin should be ready too.
We're gonna connect through the SAS to help you while operating the link with Arahabaki.
Kasane, Yuito, we got this.
We'll be supporting the two of you through the SAS as well. Let's all make this a success.
This is going to tax all of you, but we need your help. I just know everything is going to work out.
We can do it. We've been able to come this far because we've worked together.
I've finished connecting Arahabaki.
All right, let's start.
Opening SAS connection to Arahabaki.
Wow!
So this is Arahabaki's...
Damn it! So much power!
Feels like I'm going to black out. The extinction belt. It's still not moving.
I have to find a way to control this power!
Just focus on the extinction belt. Give it your all. I'll take care of controlling Arahabaki. I've been connected to it for 2,000 years now.
All right then, do it!
Karin! We trust you.
If you want to save this world, then show me the strength of your resolve!
Kasane!
Yuito!
We've got movement! The extinction belt is getting sucked into the Kunad Gate like we planned!
Oh, wow. The extinction belt is fading away.
We did it. Thank you, Karin.
The extinction belt's no longer a threat. From here, we can go directly to the Chronos terminal.
Right.
Keep your focus on the red strings.
Finally. The last one.
Hey! Karin!
I can't give up. Not after all these years. I'll go to the past and find a timeline where Alice lives.
No! You can't!
Hold on!
I told you to show me the strength of your resolve. This time, I won't claim Yakumo's life. The final entanglement will be eliminated.
Karin, but that...
You're going to sacrifice your own life.
This is it. One last jump through time.
No, don't do this!
Karin!
Karin, I...
What?
This is... the red strings. But how?
Alice. I'm sorry, Fubuki. Take care of her for me.
Where did he... What just happened?
Look! The Kunad Gate!
Beautiful.
Does that mean... we... pulled it off?
The Kunad Gate no longer seems to exist. Karin.
Yeah.
That flood of red we saw everywhere. That was the red strings, wasn't it? Which means...
By traveling into the past, I wonder if we... changed the world for the better.
More than just the Kunad Gate closing, you mean?
Oh. Sorry about zoning out there, guys. Not used to the sky being pretty. Good to go, Haruka?
I've been good to go for a while. Hurry up, Wataru.
We saved the world, didn't we?
We didn't just prevent the future apocalypse. We eliminated the extinction belt, too. Thanks to Karin. We won.
Yeah. He made a new future. All of us did.
It's beautiful. I wish you could see it.
Okay, so this is what we could find out.
We'll need to do a more thorough investigation, but most of it coincides with the history we know.
But there's...
Major General Fubuki, we've received several reports from all areas that the extinction belt has dissipated. And the Kunad Gate suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened here?
I'll send a detailed report later. First, we need to contact the New Himuka government.
Fubuki! You're here too?
Alice?
What? Why are you so startled? Oh, you're with them too, Hanabi?
What?
Alice. It's you. Wait. If you're here, then what about... Then... what about Karin?
Karin? I don't know him. Do I?
I was thinking of going to Kunad Highway tomorrow since it's ready. I'd be happy if you'd all join me.
Weather for you, Arashi.
No, thank you. I don't really go for superstitious stuff like that.
I've never done it.
You should come along with me. You too, Luca. So I was the chair.
It sounds like
I
a lot
want
of
to
fun.
read the article when it
What
comes
preparation
out.
should I make?
Sure.
I guess I'll join you.
Oh, Yuito!
Sorry, am I late? Major General Fubuki isn't here yet.
Well, let's hang out until everyone gets here. The weather's nice enough.
These cherry blossoms are as beautiful as ever. Even though history changed, Seto and Nagi, their deaths weren't erased. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping for a miracle. But I guess I need to face reality. Anyway, how have you been feeling?
I'm fine right now. I can still use my power, but thanks for your concern. You're always worried about other people. I think that's amazing.
You're still the same. You always look for the best in people.
What? That was sudden. I'm embarrassed.
You took me in after my mistakes and showed me the right way. I'm grateful.
I'm grateful to you too. You were always saving my butt. Also, I think you and the others guided me a lot too. So, I guess that means we found a path we could take together.
I see. Maybe Yuito Platoon felt so nice because you were the one in charge. You could call it a family. I don't have any family left, but the warmth I felt in the Yuito Platoon was just like it.
Family? Then I guess you'd be the oldest brother.
I'm basically the same age as Chairman Sumeragi.
No, but your body is still young. You decided to stop acting old.
Right. I still have a lot of life to enjoy.
Don't make it sound like a chore. You have to ease up. You're so serious. Oh, right. We should go to that gyoza place again. I registered an account on their app.
You too? I actually registered on the app as well. Okay, let's go try out some of the new stuff on the menu next time.
It seems that you and Kasane have something to do with the fact that we're the only people who realize that history has changed. When the world was altered, we were connected to Red Strings users through SAS. So we became observers as well. Well, it's all speculation. Regardless, that time travel power is incredibly strong. If history was going to change, it could have made someone else head of PR. Ugh, I'm beat.
You do seem pretty busy lately. You're booked for constant interviews, so you don't have time to slack off.
If you understand, then take over for me. I really am going to quit being the PR person, I mean it.
You say that now, but the fact that you're going to keep working in the OSF means that you're worried about Major General Fubuki.
Oh boy. You really do have some obsession about siblings. How many times do I have to tell you I don't care about my brother that much?
Obsession. Well, I'm a younger brother, so maybe I want to dream.
Are things not going well with former Chief Kaito?
The thing about family and siblings is that you can't cut ties that easily, even if you hate them. And sometimes, those ties aren't cut when you thought they were. You know what I mean, right? So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
I see. Those are some grim prospects.
Yours aren't as complicated as mine. So you should help out Major General Fubuki. When the timeline changed so that Alice was alive and Karin never existed, I think it's been tough for both Luca and your brother. When the timeline changed so that Alice was alive and Karin never existed, I think it's been tough for both Luca and your brother.
Ugh, good grief. Are you trying to say that since you're a younger brother, you understand people who have older siblings who make their lives difficult?
Well, more or less. I'm sure you didn't need me to point out that you and Major General Fubuki have a special bond.
You're such a dreamer. We don't have anything like that. Besides, Fubuki isn't a kid. He decides how he wants to handle this history. I may be his sister, but it's not my place.
I see. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's none of my business.
You never change. You're frustratingly good-natured. You know, you should be worrying more about yourself.
Really?
But that is also your strength. It has to be exhausting, though. No, don't worry. I don't plan on quitting the OSF for now. Fubuki isn't even part of my consideration. There's a lot of benefits to a stable job once you learn all the tricks to slack off.
Okay, got it. You're staying because of Major General Fubuki. That's a relief. Good on you.
So you're going to pretend you didn't hear me. You might actually have what it takes to be a politician.
Major General Fubuki is late. Maybe we should contact him. By the way, don't you want to talk to everyone? You should. I'll contact Major General Fubuki in the meantime.
It seems that you and Kasane have something to do with when the world... So we became...
A world where Alice is alive. This is what Karin wanted. Though it is only in hindsight. What my brother did, I believe it was wrong. But I think I felt his thoughts for a moment at the end there. I don't agree with him. But for now, I am trying to accept this world. By the way, did you have your brain examined?
Yeah. My power was acquired, so they said I have a very high chance of losing it.
I see.
Don't look so down. I said I don't care about it. I'll be alright.
You really are strong. I must bolster myself so I don't fall into despair. You climbed the mountain with me, so I can't look glum in front of you.
You don't have to pretend to be happy. Karin was...
I know, and I appreciate that. However, I want to push my limits here. The fact that my brother vanished is confusing. But whatever this world is now, I did have a brother. If this is the world my brother wished for, then I want to watch over it and be a part of it as well. I want to be strong for that. Stronger than him.
Yeah. Even if Karin was the one who created this current timeline, it's up to us to create the future.
Are you planning on retiring from the OSF?
Nothing gets past you. I've already put in my request. I'll be back to being a civilian after I take care of a few things. I can't stay in the OSF if I lose my powers.
Even if you didn't lose your power, I think you would have still chosen retirement in order to protect this country differently from the OSF.
You think so? You might be right. I realize that there are a lot of different ways to help people.
Yes, we will both do what we can to create a better future. I want to use this given power to carry out my duties in the OSF. Even if it was given to me, I should use it to the fullest. I've come to terms with the many parts that make me who I am.
You truly are a Septentrion. So reliable. I'll keep doing my best, too. We might be going about it differently, but I'm sure we're striving for the same future.
Oh, it is important to maintain your physical health after your retirement if you're going to accomplish something significant. I can help you come up with a training regimen.
So that part of you hasn't changed. You really are amazing. Okay, don't make it too tough, though.
I was thinking maybe I would apply for the Lunar Surface Survey project. I want to see how people lived on the moon. Then maybe I'll sort of understand what Togetsu was trying to do. Telepathy probably won't reach here from the moon. I wonder if Wataru will cry because he misses me. I'm just joking. Even without my power or SAS, I'm still connected to my brother and everyone else. It's like an ability that's more than a power.
It looks like the cryogenic sleep chambers stopped functioning when Babe went down. My old associates were taken into custody by the government. Well, they can't do anything without Babe anyway. I'm in a pretty bad spot too. Well, I guess it's obvious they're suspicious of me as well. There's also the thing with Chairman Sumeragi. I'm on release without indictment, hunting others for now, but I'll probably be arrested soon.
I see.
Don't look at me like that. I know you want to say I told you so.
I want you to pay for what you did, but I don't feel smug about it. You're one of us, even if you did some bad things.
Don't you find it hard to live with that personality?
I managed to make it to 16 like this, so no.
That's true. So what are your plans now?
I'll retire. I won't be able to stay in the OSF if I lose my powers. Besides, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do.
Then come visit me if I get thrown in prison. I'd like to know how things are going and how Tsugumi is doing.
Okay. My brother might get caught too, so I can visit you when I visit him.
Hey, am I just an afterthought?
I'm kidding. Besides, Major General Fubuki said that your sentence would be lighter because of everything you did to help. That's why instead of worrying about what will happen when you're caught, you should worry about what you'll do after.
After that? I'm sure I'll be discharged from the OSF. I heard the Lunar Surface Survey project will be going forward, so I'll probably help with... No, it's still a little too hard to go back home to the moon. I'll probably just stay here and clean up the Togetsu mess. I've been on Earth for a while, but I've done so much lying in my life. It might be good to finally live honestly for once.
Then teach me about politics.
Why me? Do I look like I'd be good at it?
Weren't you the commander of the colonists? I looked it up after Kasane told me your real name. You're actually really good at politics.
Aw, man. It sucks to have so much information about you etched in history. Well, I'm tired living a life of lies. It might not be so bad being your tutor.
Blue sky is beautiful. The sun feels warmer than before somehow. I'm sure the animals are happy the extinction belt is gone too. We have to put the hideout's potted plants outside sometimes. Kaguro helps me with that. So, did you help with the hideout's plants?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I put them out, give them water and nutrients. Was that bad?
No. I'm glad you took care of them, even with everything that's going on.
It's because I took what you taught me seriously. The spathiphyllum buds are getting pretty big.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they can bloom at the hideout.
That's not it. I was glad to stay in your platoon.
What? Oh, you mean when Major General Fubuki said he would reorganize us?
Yes, I was a little worried then. Of course, I decided to stay in the platoon after some careful consideration. That decision was about parting with the OSF. I don't handle change very well.
But you still came with us. Thanks. It was really reassuring when you decided to come.
I need to thank you, too. You've given me so much courage. You became my friend, and told me I can be who I am.
You're making me blush. I barely did anything.
I wish I could be in Yuito platoon forever. But that won't happen, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't be able to stay in the OSF if I lose my powers. And besides, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do.
It's important to do what you want. It's a little unfortunate, but we'll still be friends, won't we?
Of course we're friends. And student-teacher.
You're like the sun to me, Yuito.
What?
Because plants need sun to grow. Even if you leave the OSF, I know you'll be working hard somewhere. That's enough to keep me motivated to grow.
Then you're like the soil to me. The land, earth. Even if we're not in the same place, let's do our best where we are.
Let's have a competition to see whose flower will be prettier. I won't lose.
The history we know only exists in our heads, right? I think we should make a memorial before our memories fade. I'm gonna write down the history that we lived in a historical novel. It'll just be fiction to the rest of the world, though. I'll need your help, too. Of course, I'll do everything I can to support you when you need as well. Just like always. Even if you quit the OSF, that won't change. This is just between us, though, okay?
In this history, it wasn't Karin that started a rebellion with Seiran, but another OSF soldier. He's a known veteran, and I recognize his face. But I don't think he's an equal to Karin. However, history is taking almost the same path. It's something that's beyond human comprehension. Oh yeah, I heard you've been having some trouble. The crows are all over you.
It's my family. Now that Kaito is out of the government, the press has turned on him and are just saying whatever they want. Since I was part of the operation that got rid of the extinction belt, they've been hounding me. It's the same with you, right?
That's true, but you have the advantage of being a Sumeragi. Public opinion and the press just latch on to what's easy to understand. Most people don't try to see what's really going on.
Oh, are you actually worried about me?
That's not what I meant. I was just checking because it wouldn't be good if it got in the way of our missions.
I'm fine. It's not like I'm being chased around by the crows all day, every day. Things will settle down eventually. Oh, but I might already be retired by then.
I see. If you retire, you'll be a civilian. Weak. You can sit and watch me climb the ranks.
You don't change, do you? Though you're right. I won't be able to fight the others anymore. I won't be able to go watch the thunderclouds outside the city like we did either.
Apparently, New Himuka's climate changed after the extinction belt disappeared.
Hmm?
We might get a chance to see lightning up close again. I wouldn't be opposed to taking you. You can thank me later.
Wow, conceited much? It would be nice to see them with you again.
Yuito. Chairman Sumeragi, your father, this new history didn't change what happened to him. The sins of Togetsu didn't change either. I plan to atone for assisting them. I hope I can help with the dismantling of Togetsu as well.
What are you going to do? I heard you were retiring, but what about after that?
Oh, you heard already?
Of course. I was the leader of Kyoka Platoon, so I'll hear things amongst the command.
Right. For now, I'd like to do some studying. I also have to clean up the scandals around the Sumeragi name.
Oh, then I might be able to help you, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I also plan on retiring once things calm down. Since I'm testifying to what Togetsu did, it would only cause trouble if I stayed in the OSF.
I see. I guess that's what it means to bring what Togetsu did to light.
If I leave the OSF, there won't be anything tying me down anymore. I think I can also convey the efforts Chairman Sumeragi went through to protect New Himuka.
But why? Even if you feel responsible for Togetsu, what my father did...
Is Wakana being happy not a good enough reason?
My mom? You mean when you were monitoring my mom?
Yes. Chairman Sumeragi certainly took part in some inhumane activities. Even if it was allowed politically, he can't be forgiven. But that's not everything Chairman Sumeragi was. He got in the way of Togetsu. He was assassinated because he tried to protect New Himuka from Togetsu. I'm sure of it. The chairman's merits and demerits should both be made public. That should be detailed in Togetsu's materials.
I didn't think anyone would look at it that way. I'm glad. To be honest, I was a little depressed about it. Because some people say the Sumeragi family was controlling New Himuka for their own interests. My father and brother did some horrible things.
That shouldn't be all. It should all be brought to light. I'll help you do that.
Thanks. Even if it's the hard truth, I'll face it head on.
Aunt Alice is really nice, but there are still times I just don't know what to say to her. Oh, my mom and dad left a message. They told me to invite you for dinner. Food tastes better when you eat with friends. It's just like when we were little. Oh, I heard you put in your resignation.
Yeah, I made up my mind. Once everything calms down and the OSF is back to business as usual, I plan to retire.
So it's really true. Well, I'm sure there are so many things you still want to do. Do your best in your new life. I'll do my best in the OSF. I guess, well, we should both do our best.
I guess that's a good summary, but you're right. I mean, I feel safe leaving the OSF in your hands, Hanabi.
Really? I'm not good enough to say that you can count on me, and there are so many obstacles I need to overcome. But I'm confident that I won't give up.
I know. It's not easy trying to live up to your ideals, but I know you can do it.
Thanks. Just watch. I'll prove I can. And I'll be watching you too.
Yeah. Oh, didn't you say you had something to tell me?
I can't say yet, but be ready, because I will tell you someday. Once I become the person I want to be.
What do you mean, be ready? I don't really understand, but I'll be waiting until you say it's time.
Major General Fubuki is late. Maybe we should contact him. By the way, don't you want to talk to everyone?
No, I'm good.
Sorry for keeping everyone waiting.
When's the last time everyone got together like this? I'm glad to see nobody's changed.
It hasn't been that long. I've been so busy I actually lost track of time. Man, I need a break.
That makes sense since you've had to deal with the media every day. Seriously, good work.
It appears there hasn't been much change with the others in this area.
While new others haven't appeared since the extinction belt dissipated, It's not like the ones already here just suddenly went away.
Yeah. Looks like I won't be retiring anytime soon.
That's right. We need to keep protecting everyone.
I heard they're going to change the other reports to a system that tracks them on the surface.
It looks like things are going to start changing around here, little by little.
All right, let's do what we came here to do. That should do it. I want to thank everyone for coming today to honor him.
So we're the only ones who remember Karen.
The world changed, but we weren't affected by it.
Erasing his own existence like that? I never would have thought he had it in him.
Maybe it was the price to change the world the way he desired. Although I'm sure he doesn't look at it as paying the price. Why do you have to go off and make me an only child?
He will exist as long as we remember him. We know that he was here in this world.
Yes.
Well, are you guys ready to head home?
I wouldn't mind taking out a few others around here on our way out.
Ugh, such the diligent soldier. Who in their right mind asks to do more work?
Yuito. How are your powers?
There haven't been any big changes so far. I'll stay in the OSF a little while longer, then retire once everything calms down a bit.
And after that?
Well, I've got a lot on my mind in terms of what I want to do. It might sound conceited, but I want to change the world so duds like me have a place in it. I'd also like to face what my father and brother have done. I'm a member of the Sumeragi family, after all. And there's the other particles as well.
Other particles? The extinction belt is gone.
Yeah, but it's originally from space, right? It could appear again someday, since we didn't get it at the source. That's why I think we should study the other particles more closely, so we can eventually prevent, or even cure metamorphosis.
I had no idea you had so much on your mind. Does that mean you're going to get involved in politics?
Sounds that way, huh? Although, I'm not really cut out to be a politician.
Really? From what I've seen of you lately, I bet you'd be good at it.
What, really? I don't know if it'll suit me, but I'm thinking about going to college. I want to study politics, and not because of who my dad was. I want to change New Himuka. You've made your decision too, haven't you?
Yes. I've decided to go. There.
To the moon. We'll be pretty far away from each other. But at least, I can always look up at night.
Every one of us is born alone. But even though we're alone, we can connect with each other. Where we are doesn't really matter.
Kasane, I'll keep living, no matter what.
Well, okay, so that looks like the end of Yuito's path for Scarlet Nexus. Let me turn down the volume on that. So, enjoyable game, I think. You know, I think the main pros of this game are really driven by the character cast we have. You know, Yuito, Kasane, you know, Hanabi, Tsugumi, Gemma, all these characters. I think their interactions really drive, you know, what's really enjoyable about this game. You know, they're all very unique. They all have different backstories, personalities. And, you know, I think they did a good job writing, you know, just, you know, little stories about each of them. And, you know, I think they made it fun getting to know them more. Even with the just, you know, random, casual, you know, hijinks that happen at the hideout and the bonding episodes. I think that's probably my favorite part of this game. And of course the gameplay too was pretty, to me it was pretty unique and interesting, using different powers for SAS and then using telekinesis. I think they did a good job making some, you know, pretty flashy combat too. So, you know, the gameplay, I think the graphics, all really enjoyable. I think one of the things that kind of falls apart though is the storyline. It's too convoluted, and the focus shifts, I think, a little bit too much. You know, for example, you know, so I think I mentioned this before, right? When we start out, you know, we only get a very short amount of time to try to get the sense of what normal is like before Naomi is turned into another. And then so I feel like because of that, sorry, this thing just keeps getting louder and louder. And you know, because of that, it's hard to me, it feel like, you know, the next bomb drops are just kind of like, well, this is what it's like normally, you know. What were supposed to be bomb drops and plot twists became just kind of normal to me, and so I felt like I wasn't quite as shocked. Because, you know, I was still in the state of, you know, trying learning, you know, what is it like to live in the OSF, work for the OSF, and, you know, fight others, etc., and see what everyday life is like in this universe. But I think the biggest failing of the plot is just, again, too many different plot lines with varying significance, and the focus just shifts in and out of them, right? So there was the whole thing about New Himuka and Seiran. You know, there's supposed to be some kind of conflict there. You know, as far as I know, that never got resolved. You know, we did some stuff to help the people, I guess, rebel or, you know, have more critique of the New Himuka government. But as far as I know, Seiran, I'm not sure if they're still an enemy or not. In the ending, they didn't tell us what happened with Seiran. Then there was this really weird thing about Togetsu, and I guess we kind of did stop them from trying to use the Kunad Gate. At the time, it wasn't super clear to me if we stopped them because, you know, Babe, the computer, was able to go back in time. And then, of course, there was that, you know, extremely massive other that happened to be in the Togetsu headquarters, or in the Babe, you know, mainframe room, whatever you call it. That was never explained or resolved as well. And of course, time travel. You know, every time you introduce time travel, it really complicates the story and makes things not make sense, right? Because there's technically a paradox every time you try to go back in time to change something. Because if that thing has changed, you know, would you really go back in time to change it again? In this case, they tried to make it a little different in making it clear there's like some kind of observer or like editor role, and versus everyone else. So that's why Yuito and Kasane, and I guess everyone else, they can remember what the past used to be, and everyone else is changed and doesn't remember the previous versions of the timeline. But it does not explain what happened at the end. So Karin went back in time. He said that was supposed to eliminate. He said he would eliminate the last entanglement, but I believe, as Wakana said, every time you go back in time, you create an entanglement. So, and he went back in time again to find another timeline where Alice is alive. So the question is, what exactly did he do that erased his existence and kept Alice alive, and then changed everyone's memories of what happened? Or I guess in a sense, he erased his existence. That's why no one except the main characters know about Karin. But it's not clear to me what exactly he did or what he could have done to both close an entanglement and change history. That to me is unclear. And it seems like Alice didn't even know who Karin was, so it was like he never existed in the first place. So it's not like he even changed the event where Alice was turned into another. So that is just a big question mark. I guess it's touching. I guess it's supposed to be touching that. The big bad antagonist Karin gets some kind of conscience and tries to fix his mistake. But it seems like he was really, really hell bent on saving Alice, and then after a few words from Fubuki and the rest of the gang after being defeated, he's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll do something else instead. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not opposed to antagonists having a change of heart, but I think that was a little too easy. And of course the whole time travel thing. So he went back in time to 2,000 years to take Yakumo Sumeragi's place, but did he go back in time again to try that? Because he met himself. Because the Karan we knew, I guess, met a version of him in the cold sleep pod. Like, I don't know what happened there. Why were there two of them? And why was he unable to travel back in time? I guess because he didn't copy Yuito's power. But then where did he end up going if he didn't go back in time? So like I said, I think time travel is really difficult to make work. And in this case, I think if you try to think about it too much and think about it too logically, I feel like it really just does fall apart in Scarlet Nexus. So I think that's part of my main critique for Scarlet Nexus is, the plot. I think they set up a good premise. Like a post-apocalyptic world. You have the OSF, and then you have these recruits with psychic abilities. I thought that was a great premise. But moving forward from there, the whole rebellion, the timeline, Togetsu, and then the Kunad Gate and all that was just a little too messy. Like, not, to me, it was a little cohesive. Like if New Himuka and Seiran didn't have a conflict, does that change a whole lot about what happened in the story? And I feel like my answer is not really, right? Because New Himuka was it New Himuka or Seiran who was making the brain drug or whatever so that you can talk to others? Or was it Seiran who was making the others? See, even though it happened fairly recently, I can't remember who was doing what. It seemed like both of them were doing some bad things related to others and harvesting human brains. And then because Hanabi's, family's pharmaceutical company is partly behind that, and the hospital thing. So since they're both linked to these evil deeds, do they really need to be fighting each other? And see, I don't know. When I try to explain it, I feel like it gets a little messy. Maybe I just didn't understand something, but again, that whole plotline's messy. And so, did there really need to be a whole New Himuka and Seiran conflict? Which actually, I'm not sure we even participated in, right? We only fought a few military members from one faction or the other. Other than that, they didn't make a big impact on where things ended up in the final ending. We also never ended up stopping the government from harvesting those brains or turning people to others, as far as I know. I guess we may have exposed it to some extent, I'm not sure, but we didn't stop that either. Mostly, all of a sudden, it shifted the focus to the Kunad Gate and to Karin trying to fix the timeline, which I think is okay, but you know, we left out the other main plot lines that were introduced earlier in the game, so, and we never wrapped those up or resolved them, as far as I know. So I guess Yuito is saying he's going to try to change things, but you know, to me, I don't see a sequel game based on Yuito being a politician trying to do these things, you know. And then of course there's the weird thing with the moon too. I mean, that does sort of fit in. I feel like it's not. I don't have as much problem with the whole moon civilization thing. I guess the question is, what are they going to do with the moon? Because Kasane wants to go to the moon, but why? And is it to help them out? Is it to? I doubt it's to enact war with them, like Yakumo Sumeragi supposedly wanted. But to me, it's a question of, you know, why would you want to go to the moon right now? Especially if the moon is potentially hostile to you. I guess it could be an attack on the moon, maybe? I'm not sure. But overall, really enjoyable game. Like I said, the characters, I think, really drive the enjoyability of the game. And I know there's a lot of stuff I probably didn't get to. There's probably some team bonding episodes where you interact with everyone together that I probably didn't get to. I'll try to look up, see how I can get to them later. But yeah, that's Scarlet Nexus Yuito's path. You know, speaking much, you know, about each character individually, that would have to be a whole separate video because there's so many of them to talk about, right? But to sum up, you know, Yuito starts off as like a new recruit and then trying to find his way through the OSF. I don't know, these conflicts, and then tries to resolve some interpersonal conflicts between him and Kasane and her faction. Then also, you know, trying to overcome the evil deeds that his family has done as they controlled New Himuka. Yeah, you know, I think that you know, great story on his part. You know, of course, he is the goody two shoes protagonist who's good natured and all that. You know, at some points it seems kind of a little forced and annoying, but there are some parts where you can tell that he still does hold grudges, like when Kaguro, you know, kills his father, right? He still holds the grudge in a way, even though he still says like, but I don't believe in, you know, punishing Kaguro, you know, so unjustly or whatever. I guess we don't know a whole lot about Kasane other than the fact that, you know, she was scouted. She, you know, she was a design child raised by Yuito's mom for a bit too. I guess, you know, I guess that's why there's a whole path dedicated for her. But you know, I imagine it's part of it's, you know, trying to do her best to keep Naomi sane with the brain, as an other with the brain drug, and then trying to fix the timeline in the Kunad Gate after going to the future and meeting future Yuito, which we have not seen yet. Hanabi, of course, the priceless, you know, childhood friend character who, you know, they give the strong, you know, romantic hints or whatever. Yeah, well, actually, there's so many characters, I could talk about them forever, but overall, I enjoyed the game. I think I will continue with Kasane's path at some point, but for the rest of today, I'll be taking a break and cataloging these videos. But yeah, so that's Scarlet Nexus Yuito path. We will see you next time.